What's going on, Washington fans? So we are back with another video, and as you can see, I am back in front of the camera. You can finally see my face. The wisdom teeth, the swelling was pretty bad. It's kind of gone down for the most part, but we are back with another video. So make sure you guys hit that like button. It'll be greatly appreciated. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. On the road to 2,000 subscribers. Cannot do it without y'all. Then hit that notification bell as well. So yesterday or Friday, one of those 2 days, it was a wrap-up of OTAs. The team did a wrap-up of OTAs, and you got to hear from every single coach. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but there were some interesting things said from a coach. And I'm going to bring out that coach today. It was Anthony Lynn, the running backs coach for the Washington Commanders, former Chargers head coach. He had some interesting things to say. He kind of recapped the running back room, who's doing good, what are they looking for, and who's made leaps. He talked about a guy that I think is really forgotten on the Commanders. Like, nobody really remembers this guy. He was an undrafted free agent last year. He had eyes around him last year, but nobody's really talked about him since he didn't make the roster last year. So, OTA's finished and coaches spoke. Anthony Lynn talked about the running back room. He said the running back room has depth, which of course is known. We have, a bunch of different guys. We have Ja'Cory Crosky-Merritt, who we drafted. We have Michael Wiley. That's who I might be talking about here. And then we have, B-Rob, Ekeler, etc. So, Anthony Lynn said Michael Wiley has had the best offseason out of all the running backs in the Commanders running back room. Let me rephrase that. Let me re-say that. Anthony Lynn says Michael Wiley has had the best offseason out of all the running backs on the Washington Commanders. Does that not stick out to you? Michael Wiley was an undrafted free agent last year. He is a guy that he didn't make the roster last year. He was really, really close to making the roster. He had, I think every preseason game he scored, he showed out, but he just didn't make the roster. It was really close. A lot of people's projections, they had him making the roster, but he didn't end up making the roster. I think this is interesting because next year, when you look at it, Ekeler 1 year left, B-Rob 1 year left. Next year, there's no more B-Rob. We're not re-signing B-Rob, no matter what he does. If he puts up 1,500, okay, maybe. But anything less than that, we're not re-signing him. Ja'Cory Crosky-Merritt right now is the replacement for Brian Robinson. Who's the replacement for Austin Ekeler? Michael Wiley. I think Michael Wiley could be the replacement for Austin Ekeler. I think that this statement by Anthony Lynn means Michael Wiley has gotten a lot better. He's had the best offseason. That's a strong statement. So I think the Commanders' running back room next year could look like this. Ja'Cory Crosky-Merritt, running back 1. Michael Wiley, running back 2. And he's your Austin Ekeler replacement. I think it could look like that. I would not be shocked if the running back room looks like that next year. This is a deep group, and it could easily be the group next year. All right, because they still have other guys, even those two, but those two would be your top 2 running backs. I could see the room looking like that. He was a second-year undrafted. He's going into his second year. He's made a lot of strides. He's gotten a lot better. And now he's had considered the strongest offseason by the running backs coach in Anthony Lynn. He looks different. He looks stronger. We haven't gotten many practice clips from him, but we've heard that he's gotten a lot better. Michael Wiley could be a guy that could easily be the running back 2/running back 3 on this roster next year. He can make the roster this year. If he's had the strongest offseason of any running back in this room going into his second year, I think he would have to be in the conversation to make the roster this year. I know he didn't make it last year. It was really close, though. He almost made it as an undrafted free agent. He is impressive. He is impressive. Michael Wiley went to Arizona, which Arizona's a good college. I mean, that's not a down college. That's not a rare school. I think that's one of the reasons he was an undrafted free agent last year. Guys from bigger schools that were considered to be drafted can be drafted sometimes. You look at it, if you look at their school and they have a good enough profile, they can become an undrafted free agent. Don't necessarily have to make the roster. He's 5'10", 200 pounds. All right. So listen, 5'10", 210 pounds, all right? He's an Austin Ekeler 2.0. He might not play as good as Austin Ekeler, but I feel like he possesses the traits and he has the ability to be kind of like an Austin Ekeler. He's 24 years old. Austin Ekeler, though, he's 5'9", 200. So Austin Ekeler is 5'9", 200. Michael Wiley's 5'10", 210 pounds. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Besides, his athletic skills might not be the exact same. He might not have the exact same as Austin Ekeler, because Austin Ekeler was a dog with the Chargers, and he did pretty well last year. So some of his strengths are he has a nose for the end zone. Like I said, in every preseason game last year, he scored. He was there. He played a lot. He scored. He had, with a score every 16.3 touches in college. He keeps his shoulders square and bounces off of his first contact. He's really physical. That's one of the other things. He's really physical. He's able to drop pad level low and hammer tackler at the finish. He offers route running potential and is productive out of the backfield. He flashes in pass pro with room to keep improving. Sounds like an Austin Ekeler to me. But, they possess the same traits. He's able to catch the ball out of the backfield. He's really a shifty guy. He could probably be a kick returner if you wanted him to. All right? So I just think that he could be considered an Austin Ekeler 2.0. I think the running back room next year could easily look like Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt and Michael Wiley. Don't forget about Michael Wiley. Just because you're a first-year undrafted free agent and you don't make the roster doesn't mean you can't come back better and stronger and make the roster. That's not what it means. That doesn't mean anything. All right, he's probably gotten a lot stronger, a lot bigger as a player. Michael Wiley, coming out of college, wasn't really a guy that was considered to be very good. He had probably worked his butt off. He didn't have a season to go through. Yeah, he might have been on the practice squad, but he has a lot more time on his hands. He's lifting weights. He's doing a lot of different things to get better at his game. And Anthony Lynn saying he's had the best offseason of any of the running backs. I don't know if he was talking about everybody. I think he just meant out of the running backs. But if he was talking out of everybody, that's insane. I think that Michael Wiley seriously has a chance to make this roster. If not this year, I think there's a chance next year. But it would seem like this year he could make this roster because he's had the best offseason out of any running back. That's strong words from Anthony Lynn right there. Very strong words from Anthony Lynn. So we'll see what ends up transpiring. But I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Wiley and Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt is the running back room next year. It's a deep group. You have B-Rob and Ekeler leaving. They're both a little bit older. And I wouldn't be surprised. All right? I'm just telling you guys that right now. So Michael Wiley is a guy you need to watch throughout training camp. You need to watch everywhere. He was on a UDFA contract last year. I don't know how that works this year. I think he's probably just a tryout this year. I don't think he's on the 90, man. He might be. I don't know how that UDFA stuff works out if you were a UDFA last year. Yeah, I don't know. But all I know is he showed out last year. He's showing out this year. He came out different this year. He's had the best offseason out of any running backs, out of any of the running backs, which is insane. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is the room next year. You guys let me know what you think, though, down below. That's going to do it for me today, though. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Hail to the Washington Commanders. As always, until next time, peace.